Welcome everybody to the Friday night slide here at Valvoline Raceway. Now, we're missing the big rigs of the sprint cars, but we're not missing the same energy. We're not missing the same determination. There's a lot of very smaller teams here, absolutely pumped for their chance in the limelight here tonight. As usual, the up and go car of Stuart Bond looks absolutely fantastic. The big Morquis looks very nice as well. And as you can see, his name is Bond. Stuart Bond. And speaking of Stuarts, this will be one right here. Hello, McCarthy.
Hello, Mr. Oranger. How are you?
I'm good. It's a little bit overcast and we're missing the big rigs, but these guys here, it's a good chance for them to get their shot at the limelight.
Yeah, it is. The Legend cars, they put on some great racing, and you see that week in, week out. Come feature time, when you've got 24 Legend cars out there, side by side, 3 and 4 wide, they put on a show.
They'll be up and going, you would well assume. Now, also in the pits tonight, I'm looking over, we've got some leader sprints here tonight.
Yeah, which is good to have these guys here, and a nice little field of them as well. I look forward to seeing these guys when you've got Australian champion, or ex-Australian champion, Sean Barnett, who's won multiple Australian championships. He's one of the fast guys. And
Aussie champ Darren Salmon. See how he goes, see if you can be caught.
Yes, exactly. Very well. And do all those normal lines that we normally throw out about John West forgets and all that kind of fun stuff. But anyway, it's just one of those things with salmon, isn't it?
He's such a wordsmith, isn't he? It's remarkable. Also in the pits, micro sprints for the first time this year.
Yeah, seen them the last couple of seasons as well, and they've been put on some great racing as well, and look forward to seeing them doing their stuff out there on the clayway.
A smallish field of them, but I'm sure there'll be some entertaining racing coming up for them as well. So AMCA Nationals, they're also here. Good strong lineup of those guys.
Yeah, we had a father-son combination finish 1-2 in last time they were here in those guys, so I look forward to see if someone else can knock those boys off.
Now, up on that side of the pit area, as always, are the mighty Speedcars. Very strong lineup, and exciting news with the return of the Mustang man, Matt Smith.
Yeah, good to have Matty Smith back behind the wheel of a speed car, because we've seen what he's done over the years and stuff like that around this place, and obviously overseas as well in a speed car and in a sprint car as well. But yeah, he knows how to grab hold of that steering wheel and grip it tight.
Qualifying tonight for the speed car, something a bit different, thanks of course to also race safety as well in Mark Cooper's lovely
Rochelle?
Yeah, Rochelle, there you go. Also, of course, we're also looking to see whether Nathan Smee can go another consecutive win.
Yeah, he's just a freak when it gets to going around this place. Loves being on the top side of the racetrack. Goes down to the bottom if he has to, but yeah, Smee, around the top, nothing better.
Troy Jenkins is going to take us through his very cool-looking BOC Gases speed car right now and explain just a little bit about these amazing cars. Hope you enjoy the Friday night slide. Lots of racing coming your way.
Hi, I'm Troy Jenkins, driver of the number 78 BOC Synergy Stealth here tonight, and our speed car here has the V8 Synergy in it, and it produces about 380 horsepower, weighs about 480 kilos, and the engines in speed cars are such as that you can have variety of different engine makes, so much so that you hear different things about overhead cam engines, in-block engines, 166 cubic inch pushrod engines. Well, mine's a multi-valve, basically two Kawasaki's put together, and it is a bit unique. There's 3 or 4 of them, 2 of them here tonight, one in the 78, one in the 2, and they're a lot of fun to drive. And we have got a little bit of a problem here at the minute. We're just working through an oil line issue, but hopefully we'll rectify that, and we'll go out shortly for hot laps and see what we can do. All right, the V8 Synergy engine here is basically 2 Kawasaki's put together, 2 1200 Kawasaki's with a common block and a common crankshaft. They spin to about 11,000 RPM on a normal track. On a tacky and drivey track, they're quite a nice engine to drive. Though as it slicks out, it becomes a little bit more of a challenge to handle. So over time, we've learned to work different solutions on the deteriorating racetrack, and that's where sometimes the driver has got to get the throttle control right with everything else, and hopefully come out at the pointy end of the night.
Well, Andy Hassen, it's good to have you back here at Valvoline Raceway. What have you been doing since the last time we saw you?
We've done a couple of rounds of the Super Series, but we're happy to be back at Parramatta because we love racing here, and it's just a great place to race.
You brought Dad back with you?
Yeah, Dad's down from Queensland tonight with my uncle, and he's down here from Queensland, so we're just he's an old Speedway driver, so it's good to have him back here.
Yeah, absolutely. Busy schedule for you so far this year then?
Yeah, it's starting to get into gear now. We've got another round of the Super Series at Lismore coming up in 2 weeks' time. After that, we're back here, I think, and then we're off to Nowra for the Super Series round. Couple-week break, then we're into the Christmas period, which is going to be a lot of racing until the 10th, and then hopefully we'll do the World Championship rounds up in Brisbane and Lismore.
Tell me how this team works.
Oh, we're a budget team. I own the motor. John Church, kind enough to let me drive his cars for the last 5 years. So it's a really good relationship. It's worked well. I just provide tyres and fuel. We're lost our sponsorship ran out with Rockstar Energy Drink last year. We're hoping to get another major sponsor soon. So we're just on the market for a new sponsor, and hopefully we can find one shortly.
Okay, how's the ambition for tonight? What's the plan?
Top 5 would be good. We've had a bit of a bad luck, not bad luck, just maybe didn't drive as well as we should have in Brisbane. And if we get in the top 5, which I think we're more than capable of, it'll be a good night. With Nathan Smee's here, Matty Smith, and they're sort of the gun drivers in Australia at the moment. So it's going to be a tough night, but it's always good.
All right, they're calling you for engine start. It's going to get in trouble. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much, Wade. Thanks for your time. Cheers, mate.
Well, Matt Smith, it's good to finally have you back behind the wheel of a race car. Where have you been?
Oh, had a bit of time off. Good old winter at Adam Clark's place on the balcony. It was a bit of fun. Down at Newcastle Beach there, and just mucking around, mate. Just had a bit of other stuff on, so it's been a bit of a good time off, and hopefully do some more racing now.
It's a last-minute ditch effort for you to get the car onto the track here.
Yeah, that 2 weeks ago, they got back from America on the Wednesday, and we decided to race on the Saturday night. So we had to put a motor together, and I didn't have any motors, so we built one of Grant and Paula Draney from up in Queensland. They were nice enough to lend me their motor, so we come down here and have a race and try and beat Smee down here, which sort of no one has done so far this season.
You must be absolutely aching to get behind the wheel.
Oh, not really. Today at lunchtime I was sort of like, it'd just be easy to go to the beach, but yeah, once we get out there it'll be all right. Just got to get used to it again.
Do you think you can take it straight up to Nathan without much race fitness?
Oh, for sure. Didn't really go to the gym before or anything else, so why not?
As usual, Dad's in your corner. You'd be hard to race without him.
Oh, sometimes I think it'd be easier. It'd just be a lot easier. But he's good. He does the best motors around and cars, and on that side of it, I couldn't ask for anyone better. But yeah, just from the other side, it'd just sometimes be a lot easier to do it all yourself.
Tell me about the fastback real quickly. It's your baby.
Oh, yeah, kind of. I only drive it a couple of times a year. Like we did that Formula on Wednesday for Len Edwards, and yeah, I brought that back from America about 3 years ago, and it's not too bad.
It's on the market, I hear.
Oh, yeah, it's one of those deals where you only drive it 4 or 5 times a year, so it's probably better to sell that and buy a jet ski or get something fun.
Good luck tonight, mate.
Thank you.
And it's time for your Speedcar main event, over 25 laps thanks to race safety equipment. And Dean Meadows from Newcastle finds himself alongside Gulpin's Braden Wilmington. Alan Day in the 54N alongside Robbie Mackay in the 76Q. West Aussie Dean Merrilees in the 2N from position 5. From 6, it's the Roach, Richie Malouf in the 36N. Position 7, it's Aidan Corish in the 87N alongside the 6N of Pierce Lahane. We then go back to position number 9. It's the 5N of Andy Hassen, and position 10, the 76N of Bob Jackson. Position number 11 is the 51N of Michael Stewart, and the 12th position is the 78N of Troy Jenkins. Position 13 is the 13N of Matt, the Mustang Man Smith. From 14, it's the 7N of Nathan Smee. Position 15 is the 69Q of Mackay. Position 16 is the Gav Gay 15N and Cameron Restle. Position number 17 in the 55N. That's your lineup for tonight's Speedcar A-Main. Lights are out. Pace car off the circuit. 25 laps ahead of us for your wild and wingless Speedcar main event. Brought to us by Rod Bowen's Prestige Smash. Let's go racing! Very good loss for Wilmington. Look at Rich Malouf on the high side. So is Pierce Lahane. Troy Jenkins through the middle. Smee following through with Corish. Side by side, Jenkins and Merrilees. And watch Malouf really fires up the inside on Mackay. Wilmington your leader, but Smee 3 wide with Troy Jenkins. They're not exactly pacing themselves. They're just getting after it.
Bob Jackson comes to the infield into 3 and 4 in the Jmar Transport number 76. Andy Hassen also went back to the pits on that opening lap. Smee now, he's up to 3rd.
Wilmington's got a nice little lead, but he knows they're going to be coming for him. Smee in the 2nd spot. Meadows in 3rd. Jenkins on the low groove picks up Malouf and may get Meadows as well. Jackson, as you said, out of this one, but sure. For the rest of this one with another 21 to go. Speed is coming after Wilmington down into turn 3.
Yeah, it's down into 3 now. He's just got superior horsepower. Car sits on the racetrack. Done 10,000 more laps in a speed car than what Wilmington has. And Speed's taken over the race lead. Now, I'm surprised Matt Smith hasn't really done bugger all so far.
He's just working on the back there of Stewart. As we then see Jenkins on the low side. Stewart, if you can come away from the corner a bit, he'll just take the Atmos out of my ear. Back to the main straightaway. Smith picks up Stewart this time. Back to that battle with Aiden Corrish as well.
Jenkins is getting a whole lot closer onto the back of Dean Meadows, trying to make things happen. It's working for him now. Goes in on the bottom side into turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, but if we don't get a yellow, it's going to be all for naught because right at the moment, our leader is smacking him. Nathan Speed looking to go with that continued dominance. Has not been beaten in about 6 races in this place. Wilmington still in second, Jenkins in third. Meadows drifted up track and Smith got through, but he desperately needs a caution.
Have a look at the rear disc brake on Pierce Lehane, the red number 6 back in the pack. It's glowing big time, so he's using a lot of brake around this place.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we're working lap 10 of 25. Lehane has got absolutely the brakes just about on fire in the 6 car. Great shot just then from Will. Shows you just how hard he's running the brake.
Second place car, Wilmington now. Trying to get around the 15 of Gay. Jenkins now, he's closing in on Wilmington. Matt Smith closing in on Troy Jenkins.
Wow, Smith just brushes the side Bristol. Jenkins definitely coming after Wilmington with the fastest car on the racetrack. It's without a doubt the number 13, but he's got so much work to do to try and catch Nathan Smith. You know what? I reckon Lehane's brakes are about to catch on fire. I think they might be jammed on. Look at the sparks coming off the back of the number 6. If all our cameras can get a shot of Pierce Lehane in the 6.
We might go yellow with the car stopped on the inside of turn 2. That we do.
Those brakes are on fire.
Yeah, they're hot. His bum's got to be feeling it.
They're jammed on, those brakes. I'm almost sure of it. Because there's no way he'd be running that much brake deliberately. Just look at how hot that thing is inside.
Oh, Wilmo.
Wilmington was asleep on the start. Jenkins aced him up the inside. Wow, look at Aiden Corrish on the top side. Smith coming at Wilmington. Corrish having a crack at Michael Stewart on the inside on Corrish.
Yeah, you're right. Wilmo just wasn't ready or something didn't go on that car. But I tell you what, he's got his foot back in the bucket now. As I say, he hits the cushion in 1 and 2. That lets Smith up into 3rd position where you've got your top 3, the top guns. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Michael Stewart hit the cushion big time in turn 3.
We've still got 11 laps to go, but Smith has got a really good head of steam up. Jenkins still in 2nd, Smith in 3rd, Wilmington 4th. Then back to Corrish, then Stewart, then Meadows, Merrilees, and the 54 cal Alan Day. Oh, we're going to go yellow. Stewart spins the 51. Just an amazing person like all of you Jacksons are, mate. Not many Jacksons have offended many people. Getting set to go. Jenkins wanted to have a crack at Smith. Smith is buying into the argument now. Here comes the Mustang man. Down low, he works Jenkins side by side down into turn 3. Oh. Wow! Did that break something on Jenkins' car? Back to the main straight we come. Wilmington, this kid wants a podium. 9.5 to go, and Nathan Speed, check it out, Stu.
Yeah, Nathan Speed, he looks like he does it very, very easily when he's out in front like this. But you know, he knows that he's got Matt Smith. He knows he's got Troy Jenkins behind him. You know, the other thing is, he might be cruising just at the moment, but if they show their nose, he's just as likely to step it up a little bit more and go that little bit harder. 8 to go when he comes out of turn 4 this time. Jenkins now getting over the back of Smith for second.
Corrish into the pits, Stewie. Corrish the 87 into the pits, and Speed is running the cushion like a boss. Jenkins trying to come back at Matt Smith. 7.5 laps to go. It is a very pronounced cushion in turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, Jenkins that time as he went into 3, followed Smith through and he got caught up big time. What can Troy Jenkins do? Can he run him down? down. Forget about Nathan Smee, he's gone. Matt Smith's the one in the hot seat at the moment in second spot. Troy Jenkins back there in third. Now Jenkins dropped a little bit lower through turns 3 and 4 that time.
Lap number 20 of 25, 6 laps to go. Wilmington still in 4. Pretty solid job from Merrillees actually. Sitting in that top 5. Then you go back to Meadows, and now Stewart coming back from the rear. Speed lapping cars willy-nilly at the moment. And now, look at that battle looming between Smith. I think it actually was Stewart and Meadows in the 28.
So cars are slowing on the top side of the racetrack, coming through turn 1 and 2. Michael Stewart it is.
Stewart out, or now he heads back to the pits. What a shame for the youngster. Jenkins still trying to run down Matt Smith with 3.5 to go. Speed, this will be about 6 in a row.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a few. I'm not sure if it is that many, or it could be more, who knows, but he's doing a hell of a job now. Smee still running the top side. He'll come out of 4. The white lights will start flashing next time by, not this time. Smith.
Field spread right out. Racetrack is nice and wide. Jenkins is closing in on Smith here. He got a good run up the corner. Smith coughed it up a little bit. And this battle rages for second position with just the 1 lap to go now for our race leader.
Yeah, Smee down the back straight in this spike car. Down into turn 3 and 4. Got a couple of slower cars in front of him, but that's not going to worry him one iota. Out of turn 4, your feature winner, Nathan Smee. Second place will be Matt Smith. Troy Jenkins home in third. What a race that was. Coming across in 4th place is Braden Wilmington. Nice job by Braden Wilmington, and Merrillees behind him.
The age of 5, my mother said I was gonna be the greatest man alive. I'm a man, I'm a natural born lover's man. I'm a man child, I'm a rolling stone.